Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Journeys in the Stolen Lands. We're down here in the Tenebrous Depths, level 2. We're gonna start making our way through here and see what we find. This is the second level here of who knows how many. First level upstairs, we got through relatively easily, I would say. This is a new enemy, weretiger. Seen wererats before, but I don't remember any weretigers. We're just gonna kind of see how far we can get here in the Tenebrous Depths until we can't go any further. It is nice that we can pretty much at any time we can go back upstairs and rest and recover, and then come back down here. Okay. That may have answered our question of how far we can get. Okay. I would say change in plans. Yeah, we're obviously not ready for that. Okay. We are gonna portal out of here. Okay, one thing I did want to check. We're gonna go back in here to the first level. It felt like there was maybe a possible door that we missed, so I want to check that out. We're here, right over here. It looks like there's something, so I'm gonna head over to this room and see if we missed something going that direction.
I can see my
Okay, we're back over here. I mean, there's fairly obviously something else over here, but we apparently can't reach it yet. So I think we're done here. We should try to get this loot. I'll head over there. Okay, I think we tried to open this already and we're unable to. Yeah. Okay. We're done here then. I will meet you back up top. Okay, we're back out here. It feels like maybe we're missing something there on the first level, but I don't know. Maybe we have to come back up from the level below, maybe, to reach the rest of it. Anyway, I think we are done here for the time being. Level 2, there was obviously, even though it's further below, it's above our ability level at this point. Okay, we're gonna maybe take care of a couple little side areas. We've never even been to this waterlogged lowland, so I think I'll head there first, and then depending on what we've got there, we can then head to Ratnook Hill. We have wererats there that we need to kill, so we'll see if we can take care of both of those, and then I don't know, maybe either some companion quests, or we haven't gone down to like the bridge over Gudrun River yet and down into this area, and then we need to check out like Mud Bowl and eventually get to Candlemere Tower. So let's head this way. Okay, we made it over here. We're going to check out waterlogged lowland, see what we've got here. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns, we discovered a verdant lowland with several near-about springs streaming down behind another hillside. And then, in the distance, in the center of the lowland among the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw clawing at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps, and learned they were no mere hills, but dug-out dwellings. We moved with great care towards the center of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way toward the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger, and surrounded by small clay statues. Here we examined the surrounding dwellings. Inside, the dugouts were frowsy and dark. It's a word I've never heard before. Frowsy? Darker than holes and filled with absolute desolation. There were no windows in these mud walls, no furniture or other homely items except for the odd piece of tattered wicker. But every dwelling had a large hollow dug right in the center of the dirt floor, like a fire pit, but taking up the greater part of the space. They were filled with standing water and reeked beyond description. We moved with great care towards the center of the... Okay, we read that. Standing one behind another and tied together with a rope, we continued on our journey. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to drier ground as much as possible, but the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows flitted across the bottom. We often stumbled and lost our balance, but our trusty rope and the aid of our friends saved us from being lost to the bog. I guess I'm glad we happened to have a rope. I wasn't paying attention to that. Probably a good thing to keep on hand. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and weary, we finally made it back to solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes. A spacious hut made of mud like the rest, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. In front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, that tall dry tree stretched mightily upwards, clawing at the firmament. We carefully examined the clay figurines, trying to fathom who they might portray. Ooh, we failed. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or chins, ugly long legs, unnaturally bent. These mysterious clay sculptures depicted some uncanny cross between a frog and a human. We peeked inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of the other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that three could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them cut into the dirt. In the furthest room we found equipment decorating the walls, leather armor, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was clearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. We moved forward, seeing we'd drawn so near our goal. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path. Our soaked clothes imagined being dry and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Amaya, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green filling in the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from the thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing. There was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. We ran forward as fast as our legs could carry us, flying towards the closing passage. As any experienced traveler can tell you, sometimes you walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and the sprouts tangled at our feet. But we slipped their grasp. We were too quick. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge horned, 3-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp-toothed, with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. We tried to glean what sort of idol it might be. There could be no doubt. This was Gogunta, Master of the Great Swamp in the Demon Abyss. But what is this? While we were examining the idol, a large, bright blue dragonfly came out of a hollow in the tree and sat invitingly on the very tip of one of our noses. It was so remarkably strange it didn't react to our movements and seemed quite content to remain where it sat. We thought better of interfering with the sinister idol and continued on our journey. Why awaken mysterious ancient forces? We turned around and went back, this time avoiding the flesh-eating bush. Okay. Well, I don't know, maybe we should have chosen something else there. I guess we're done there. So, we're gonna head over here to Riverine. Wait, not Riverine. We need to go down to Ratnook. We'll make camp here real quick. Okay, we're here at Ratnook Hill. We'll see if we can fare any better against
It's mine.
the wererats in here. Okay, we made it back up here. We had some traps to disarm on the way up. And we'll see. Oh, here we go. See if we can do better this time against these sneaky wererats. That still hurt pretty bad. Okay, we still may have a bit of trouble here. We lost Alvar, or Bruin and Alora
Out of my way!
before we even had a chance to do anything.
No fear!
Kane can one-shot him, so it's just gonna be, can we survive to be able to do that? Haste.
Die, die, die!
This one wererat came in here and just, I guess he came in and destroyed Alora. Oh no, we also got a firebomb thrown at us. Let's get Alvar out here.
Don't like you.
Kane, maybe
You've
kill
made
this
your
one.
choice.
Wonder if we can hold person on him. Nope. Leopard? Anybody? Anna?
Let the attack commence!
Is.
Smear them.
Hey, Kane, it would be really nice to just take this one out right here.
So it comes to this.
Oh, so close. See, a thunder call. If problem is, it's gonna hit everybody else. If she hits it, she probably could kill this one, but will she be able to hit it is the question. We could try to hold again. Just go for it.
As one.
Oh. Wow, okay, the damage reduction. She actually hit twice, but didn't get any damage out of it. Leopard, come on. Anna?
May I see your entrails, please?
We're down to one, maybe?
Is blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
I'll
Wow.
split you in half.
Hey, Kane.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Good. We got shaken on it there. Amaya could do a little bit of healing.
Yes.
Burn. Slice.
We've still got plenty of damage output if they can stay alive.
Out of my way.
Is well, we might as well try to get him back up, or do we? Let's see. We can inspire and then thunder call. Good, we got stun there. I think next time we might want to try the hold person. Ooh, we got the trip too. Okay. Good, it's almost dead.
Die.
Alright.
Retreat is always an option.
Okay, lots of stuff here. Short sword, some kukri, armor. Leather armor +2. Let's take a look at that. His armor he's got on is still probably a little bit better. He gets that bark skin spell with it too. What about Headband of Vast Intelligence? She's got that already. Incredible Dexterity Belt. She's already got that. Oh, we picked up a couple weapons too. Short sword. Probably don't really have a good use for that either. Probably worth more to us selling it for $2,000. Okay,
I shall not fail.
get
Stay on
everybody
your
grouped up
toes.
here.
We should prepare.
Well, I think we're probably done here. We just don't remember if there's any more. I guess we just ought to heal up some more just in case. Can do a couple more channels. Okay, now we can look around here.
I can see my destination.
Okay, we just got a box here of loot. Nice. Wand of Shield. Yeah,
Focus on the
that's
goal.
it then. Okay. Okay, we're done here at Ratnook. I think that's going to be it. This will be a short one. I've had some pretty long episodes lately. This will be a short and sweet one. And we'll come back next time and see where the road takes us next in the Stolen Lands. Thanks for being here and watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.